I thought I would bring you along on my quick parfait lunch. I'm going to make this a little more indulgent with some fresh cherries, some chocolate, and some ricotta cheese. Let's see what happens. So for my lunch today, I wanted to go with just something delicious. It's a relaxed day. We have a few cherries left over just from buying fresh fruit. We always buy fresh cherries. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to use about a half a cup of cherry. Most of the package of Greek yogurt, I've taken out 1 tablespoon for another recipe. So I'm going to open that up and put it in a bowl. This is just the plain, zero fat, fat-free Greek yogurt. You can use any brand. I usually do this with like nectarines or peaches. So this is one of my favorite things. For the sweetness, I'm going to add 2 of those caramel colored dates. Take the pits out. They'll add sweetness and a lot of nutrition. So I'm just going to run the knife through the dates real quick. Put those into the bowl with the yogurt. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of whole milk ricotta cheese. This one is in the freezer. We keep ours in the freezer. We don't use it fast enough. So I keep it in the freezer just so it doesn't go bad. I keep it in the container. We don't use it fast enough to keep it in the refrigerator without it going bad. Freezes just fine in the container. So you can leave this out. You can use cottage cheese if you're wanting to go that route for dessert. Or cottage cheese, kind of the same idea. So 1/4 cup ricotta cheese. I'm going to take some of those cherries, about half, and chop them up. These have been pitted. They're fresh cherries. Give those a good chop. I'm going to work those into the mixture. To up the sweetness a little bit more, I'm going to include 2 tablespoons of monk fruit sweetener. This is an indulgent dessert. I'm going to chop the rest of those cherries for layering. I'm going to make these a little finer so I can use them for layering. You could do this ahead of time. I'm going to have one now. I'm the only one in the family that likes yogurt like this. So I'm going to have one at lunch, and then I'll have one after our dinner tonight. So I have one for lunch and one for dessert. Because we have the ricotta cheese and the yogurt and the fresh fruit, you could even add some granola or oats. Call it a breakfast. So it could just be a really nice breakfast. This is ricotta, Greek yogurt, monk fruit, chopped dates, and chopped cherries. So I'm going to make sure all of that gets well incorporated. I like the health benefits of the dates. I would chill this again just to let those flavors come together. I'm going to include the recipe I've created calls for 4 tablespoons of the light Cool Whip, and this one is from Aldi, so the Fit and Active whipped topping. I'll start with 1 tablespoon. Divide that between the 2 parfait dishes, as much as possible, just to kind of get them started. Add a little extra sweetness in the bottom. If you want to add more, you can. I just wanted to start with something. We have 1 tablespoon of the mini Toll House chocolate chips. So I'm going to spread those between the 2, just a few at a time. We don't need very many. They're just there for indulgence. The heart of the dish is obviously the yogurt. Big servings, yogurt, sweetener, cherry, and dates. I'm going to start with 2 big heaping spoonfuls. A few of the cherries. Just to layer those on. I'm going to save a few for the top. More of the yogurt to finish up the recipe. Probably 1 big spoon on each. So it comes out to right about half a tablespoon in the serving. So there's a whole tablespoon in each one. Come back in with a few cherries across the top. A few remaining chocolate chips. If you don't like the cherries and the chocolate together, you can leave it off. Completely up to you. If I were serving this fancy dessert, you could add the pizzelle cracker. Those are also at Aldi. So another way to use those, especially, I have vanilla and chocolate, so I just thought vanilla would go well with this one. So there you go, a quick, impressive, decadent, great little dessert. Enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.